And a special shout out to my man, my favorite player, Tracy McGrady. Hasn't played a game yet this season. And he's second among the guards in the All-Star voting.
Can you see
what is wrong with you, America? What is wrong with you?
You can start the All-Star game without playing a game.
What is wrong with you, America? Really?
Keep it up.
He'll find a way to end his career.
Keep it up.
He'll find a way to end his career if he plays an All-Star game. He'll find a way.
That might be his first game back. If you start, that better be his first game back. You keep it up.
Cleveland, what you think about that, man?
You know, as a Rockets fan, you love to see your Rockets in the starting lineup of an All-Star game. I mean, that's pretty awesome. We saw Yao Ming do it a lot.
Yes.
Yao Ming, of course, won't be starting this year because he hadn't played, but stranger things have happened. So but at the same time, I mean, let's go ahead. Let's be realistic here. I mean, this is fan voting. This is what you get when you let fans vote. You know, Tracy McGrady is going to, of course, be in the mix because you know what, his name has been in the news a lot. You know, everybody knows, that's the star player on the Houston Rockets, so why not vote for him? And if you go all around Houston, especially near Toyota Center, you vote Rockets for your All-Stars. I mean, so when you got, 30,000 people showing up every night voting Tracy McGrady, that adds up. And so I do believe if it is his first game back, that'd be pretty cool. But can you imagine Tracy McGrady starting an All-Star game with a cast on? That'd be wild, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't start. I mean, I'm starting the All-Star game. I got to play 30 seconds because I have back spasms. I mean, what?
He's guaranteed for one of his signature throw the ball off the glass and dunk it for himself.
Yeah, I mean,
that'll be his only 2 points. He'll probably be named the damn MVP.
Yeah, I mean,
over Dirk.
T-Mac is ready. T-Mac suited up for a game.
Yeah, T-Mac ready to play.
He suited up for a game. During the pregame, Rick Adelman called him into the office and told him to get undressed and put the suit back on. You're not playing because he felt that T-Mac coming back will mess up the chemistry of the team. So he told T-Mac to just keep sitting out. But T-Mac is officially ready to play.
Yeah, he's ready to play. And one thing about that also, when T-Mac not ready to play is not only is it causing a distraction for them, like chemistry-wise, at the same time, they're playing great. I mean, the Rockets are playing very good ball. So, I mean, that's one thing. But also, he always leaves practice early. He always has to leave practice to go take care of his injuries. They said every day in the past couple of weeks in practice, he's been going to get treatment on that knee in the middle of practice. So he hasn't had a full, complete practice. And Rick Adelman said he can't play until he has a complete practice without leaving the court.
Rick Adelman need to quit complaining about the NBA schedule. I read the article about that. Quit worrying about the schedule and just play it. It ain't never changed. Play the schedule.
He's upset. He's only upset because they're playing a lot of these 4 games and 5 nights kind of a schedule right now. But you know what? It helps him out in the end of the season. At the end of the season, you got a lot of days off. So I mean, go ahead and take it now because you don't want to be like the Phoenix Suns, who right now play once every 2 or 3 days. Matter of fact, there's a stretch I think coming up next month where they're literally going to be off for like a week and a half. They don't play a game for almost 8-9 days. But then all that means is at the end of after the All-Star break, they're going to be playing 4 games and 5 nights like the Rockets are right now.
Rick Adelman need to quit complaining because if you're complaining about playing all these games now, you won't be playing any when the time comes. And I'm talking about the playoffs.
True. I mean, the Bulls, they have the same dilemma, but because they have to go. When the circus comes into town, they always go that 13-game road trip.
Yeah.
So, the schedule is as is, so play it.
Doug, what do you think about that, man?
I mean, it's true. Everybody plays the same amount of games in the same amount of days. It's just a matter of how well they're spread out. And right now, the Rockets are playing a lot of games in a short amount of time, but they'll get much more days off after the All-Star break as opposed to the Suns, who will be playing a lot of games coming down the stretch.
Which will be very beneficial for people like T-Mac if he ends up playing again, Shane Battier who's getting up there in age. Louis Scola, he may be only in his 3rd year, but the dude's 29. So I mean, he's gonna need some rest. Chuck Hayes, he ain't getting any younger. He can't run.
Or taller.
So I mean, giving him a few days off in a row would be awesome. I mean, who else? Aaron Brooks. This dude just the Energizer Bunny. He's like the team that he's the guy that can go out there and score 25 points a night and not feel the effects. But people like Shane Battier and Chuck Hayes, they need a break. And right now they're not getting them, but at the end of the season they'll appreciate what they did this first half.
I don't know about breaks, man, because apparently with Yao and T-Mac, both of them, they could suffer breaks, and that'd be y'all season right there.
Yeah, well.
We're going to jump in on the college basketball now. Villanova got upset. They were, what, number 3? Mm-hmm. Villanova got upset by Temple. Owls, that is. Kentucky, they came off a close win against UConn. Syracuse beat Florida. It was upset. But Florida, that's the only loss of the year. Kentucky, they're doing pretty good. North Carolina, they're young, but they're still good. There's a lot of good teams in college basketball. Longhorns, doing real good. I ain't expect them to do that good, but they're doing real good. But this point guard from Kentucky, John Walls.
Player of the year, I think.
Player of the year?
Yeah.
You can give him the next
Just go ahead and give it to him.
He's ready for
if the NBA allowed you to go from high school to the pros,
he's ready.
You know, he could have done it.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's
making these Bulls look like just straight up middle school players, man. Mm-hmm. That's one thing, dude. Not even high school players. I mean, this dude gets above the backboard, man, when he jumps.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, man. If you already
can you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you?
I can get up there. You know you can't jump.
I don't know. I ain't seen it.
You can't jump. But like, you know,
I tried to get at him the other day. He wouldn't do it. Of course, that could have been the defense I had him.
Spin move, hook shot.
It didn't work on me though.
Got something. But yeah, it's a good college season, and y'all make sure y'all pay attention to the women's too.
Oh yeah.
The women's, UConn, Stanford, Tennessee, top 3. Notre Dame number 4, LSU number 5. You know, they're all undefeated. You know, Florida State, they're undefeated, but I think they're number 10 or 11. Pretty good girls. You know, A&M girls are usually good.
They were just recently
Baylor, UT. So pay attention to the girls. You know, I'm watching you. Double meaning. I'm watching you. But it's a good season. I can't wait. I can't wait till the tournament starts for the girls and the boys. It's gonna be a real good season. I'm waiting to really see how the SEC conference games are gonna go, because I really feel that the SEC is stronger, as far as the men, stronger than what everybody gives it credit for. You know, ever since the Big Ten beat the ACC in the challenge, everybody's all high on the Big Ten now. So we're gonna wait and see. You know, everybody keep forgetting about the Big East. People really don't talk too much about the Big 12. Pac-10,
Next.
Sorry.
Next. Much about the Pac-10. ACC, you know, they always have a lot of good teams, so it's going to be a good season.
Welcome back to The Range with your hosts, Brandon Brown, the Honorable Chris Gallen, and Nigel Stevenson. Here to talk about some wrestling, WWE TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs. And we went to the pay-per-view, and it was pretty okay. It was pretty okay. Chris?
I liked the pay-per-view. Of course, the best match of the night, in my opinion, was the ladder match, which was the opening match. So at the beginning, we said it was just a great opening match, but after the entire pay-per-view, it came out to be the show stealer. So that was a good match. I also liked the Randy Orton.
Who was that?
The ladder match, for those who didn't watch it or don't know about it, it was Christian defending his ECW title against Shelton Benjamin, and they did also have the best spot of the night in that match, with Christian jumping off the turnbuckle, jumping onto Shelton Benjamin, who was laying on the ladder that was propped up between the ring apron and the announce table. Good match. The only thing bad about the match was the very beginning of it. Christian was holding a ladder, and then he was going to throw it over the rope onto Shelton Benjamin, but Shelton Benjamin grabbed his legs and swept him, and then the ladder hit him in the face, and then live on pay-per-view, they literally stopped the match because Christian started bleeding. So they actually had a trainer go over there and patch up Christian so they could stop the flow of blood, which to me really killed the match in the beginning, but they pulled it through in the end and made it the best match of the night.
I mean, if he was bleeding for real, you wanted him. I mean, what was?
It should have continued.
See,
They did continue, right?
Yeah, but they stopped them from bleeding
match.
because I guess now with this new stuff that WWE is doing, they're not allowing blood on television nor in pay-per-views.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Now, see, on pay-per-views, that seemed excessive.
But I mean, it's pay-per-view, so I mean, I don't see why you can't show blood.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Like that rule or whatever seems excessive if it's just pay-per-view. Because I mean, you